well, of course.
They fit on the boats. Something like that.
Enough of that.
It was a different time. Well, here we go. Big on the CT side, Forze on the T side. 3 towards B on the defense, and a nice counter flash. Kido just making it back around the corner, but timing was perfect. Now, in the meantime, they are pushing really aggressively. Tabson, if they go for B right now, I don't know if Tabson's going to be there in time, but if he just waits, I mean, it could be interesting. That's the bomb that's almost right under him. You see it? No, he won't. Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
That would have been so next level if he had. We'll get that one. Just a perfect, beautiful one tap. He has no idea that he's about to get flanked, though. All they need to do is stay alive here, Forze, and buy time exactly for Almeza to rotate around and pick Tabson off. So into a 3-on-3, and this still this favors Forze.
Yeah, it should. But now it's a space in the round right now where who knows where the remaining players even are at this point in time. I mean, Sirsen, if he picks up this kill again, the bomb is going to be dropped. And oh, he looks away at the wrong time. That's so ridiculous. Oh my god. Oh, you can't beat that timing.
What is this meme?
Well, now it's going to be way more tricky, right? A kill in the middle there would have been amazing. But now, yeah, 3-on-3 retake. There are still 2 smokes and a Molotov there on Forze. I guess they're going to be using some of them early on. I don't really blame them for it. But yeah, with the bomb going down and they're so far away, it will definitely be very, very difficult to find a way into this round. Tizian has a kit, so they have a little bit more time to play with, but they need to do this pretty much without any kind of hiccup here, or it's going to horribly backfire on them. Sirsen looking for a shot, not quite getting that one, and now the rest are coming in, turning for the flashbang. That's not so bad. And still some time on the clock, but now coming up out of the pit. Sirsen gets the 1 kill there on Flit, and he's actually reloading while he's jumping down. Tizian picks up 1. They're doing this flawlessly, and they're going to find their way in with the kit and everything else. That looked way too easy for Big.
So gracious. It's like how they just stroll right in again. It's like Tabson on that save round that the Forze were trying to pull off with 3 guys on B. Tabson just runs in and murders all of them. I mean, it's the same thing here. Big, just so much pressure. They're hitting such hard shots that Forze, they don't dare peek. They don't dare take the fight. And so you can see there, it's just clinical.
Yeah, that worked out very well. It almost felt like Forze tried to play for time too early. Which I love complaining about when people don't do it at all, but this time it felt like they weren't able to really go for the fight. I mean, they had the flashbang they put out, which I bet it didn't really blind anyone, but also no one from Forze ran in behind it. So, I mean, you can do that if there was 10 seconds on the clock. Maybe you think, all right, we'll just slow them down with a flash and then play it safe.
Sure.
But that was maybe a bit too early. They have bought in this round, interestingly, except for Exapower, who presumably will want that orb as early as possible, but pretty common setup all across the board here. Just push down to the bottom of Banana is Sirsen, and he's got Kido behind him with a grenade if things get rough.
A little bit of support. Moral support right now.
Yeah.
Emotional support. Like, I got you back. I got you from all the way back here. You know, I've totally got your back, dude.
Listen, if they come swarm you, I'll throw the grenade on you, and then you know.
It's nice knowing you.
At least so it'll take some of them with.
Oh, fresh smoke at 55 as well. So you can see Forze, they're like, yeah, okay, we're just going to go ahead and start moving on over here towards A. And the Jiggle gets spotted. Needs to get that kill and fall back. Tabson survives. So important that he does.
Yeah, definitely just back around the corner. The smoke, I mean, he could play this game, but there's not that much to be gained right now. You have a 3-man setup at A, and you're already in a 4-on-5, so probably just worth it to keep it going. Nice trading into the bomb site, 25 seconds, and they're going to get the bomb plant down, and that was...
interesting positioning.
Yeah, well, again,
weapons.
Yeah, I mean, also just, again, it's good that Tabson gets the kill over there, but they don't even know that the T side have wrapped so far up into the A bomb site. They know that when they step foot on the A bomb site and are shooting him in the face, that's a little bit too like the warning is just not enough time there.
It's not, but also why is your M4 holding close quarters and your MP9 the one that's holding mid-range, right? You know, it's like, why aren't those switched? Why don't you have your M4 holding on the site so that it's not getting sprayed down point blank by a MAC-10 versus, whereas an MP9 maybe wins that duel. So, I don't know. Interesting. But this is Forze getting on the board very early here. This is fantastic stuff for them. Nicely done, though, by Kido. He's going to make it expensive, at least. Might still get caught by X-Power, but he is going to be able to back off just in the nick of time. And so, holding on to the M4 will be X-Power. And a FAMAS for Kido. Big going to get punished very early on here. So, I like this. Already, that's Forze, letting Big know, hey, on your map pick, you guys really wrecked us. Fair enough. Fine. But now this is Inferno, and we just happen to be called Dante.
So, I mean, I think that's so preventable from Big. I'm actually kind of shocked that they went for that for exactly that kind of a setup. I don't even need them to fight that much top mid. I mean, what Tabson was doing is fine. He's not planting his flag on that arch corner and saying like, I'll fight to the death here. Just pick up a kill and go. And even if he had got no kills, if he just fired a couple of bullets, but at least he knew what was going on more or less. And once they put the smoke up, he's like, all right, fine, I'll fall back a little bit further. But on the other side, they just didn't have that. Now they're going to come jumping and exploding, in fact, out of the A balcony into the pit and everywhere else. And it's going to be very hard to hold here. Searson still alive, but only for a second. And yeah, once they get out into the pit, again, the angle at which you're holding them back in, it just fans out so wide that you're probably not going to have a good time. So that's a great call out of Forze here to make that explosive play. I really enjoy that.
Wait, I just noticed the name of this howl. Did you see that, the name tag? Not bad. Not bad.
Yeah. That's clever. It's just within what is acceptable,
Yeah, that's fair play. I like it.
We've had some scary names for guns and knives in the past that we won't go over, but that one's.
I think this one you get points.
Yeah,
I think this one you get points. Well done.
Yeah, I like it. All right, so I mean, I'm actually willing to make some more excuses for Big in this round as opposed to the last one, because this time Big had just a lot less to work with. But then that round from Forze is based off of a similar, let's say, flaw or at least weakness in the A defense, which is again you only know what's happening basically after it's happened, and that doesn't really work so well.
But it's just something we've noticed a lot of teams doing on Inferno, holding far back, not really getting that info early. By the time they're already pushing onto the site, you're dead. Whoa, that chicken though, invulnerable.
Yeah.
Flash Molly, very quick top banana, hoping to punish. This is where that M4 or that FAMAS is, and there's Tamsin finding one. Keto takes another, just like that. Forza getting punished for the all-out aggression. It comes back to haunt them. Exit Power holding the flank, but Keto takes another kill.
Very clearly an attempt from Forze to change the pace and change the bomb site and just try and see if they could shock them by running into someone at the corner. It's not a bad idea. Oh, he was jumping, getting that kill. They're not going to be happy. Keto, that looked like he was just straight tracking him through the smoke, but they were just parallel walking.
Hacks.
So, yeah, that looked amazing. And over on the other side, Santeros smartly, I think, pushing all the way up. They have a minute, so now it's just about patience and maybe also grenades. They do have a Molotov and a flashbang there against Keto, but what a wild round.
Oh, buddy. Timing is everything. 4 health. Oh, well, he saw it, the predictive shot. If he had an M4, I'm sure he got that on the second one, but he will get it done. FAMAS in hand, cannot save the Howl. It's all about that AWP, and that is a wonderful save. Searson's going to be happy about that one. His money's going to go real far. And so Forza trying to make the power play happen, Anders. You come at the king, you best not miss.
Yeah, but I think it's okay. I understand why they wanted to do that. Well,
yeah.
Hard not to agree with that.
Absolutely. Totally didn't sound like he was saying something else there.
Listen, again, I'm telling you, we should learn these languages, or we'd be much better off. We could, broaden our horizon, read many more things. I think it'll be great. 5th round, and Tizian just not quite going to go for the swing there. But even that, listen, even what they've just done now is actually showing more presence than they did in the previous rounds. Even the flashbang is a slight upgrade. And still, now they've got the AWP on Searson over at Arch. At least for a minute, it's been smoked off here. But trying, I think, now Big to show a bit more presence. But now they got 3 people more or less inside the bomb site. Looks like they're going to be grouping up to move forward on Cat or at Quad, and I think that's the way to go.
Well, that's really unfortunate. Also, interesting place to do a lot of jumping there, and it's looking like they will get access to the B side here, Forza. All off the back of Keto, just jumping around. Little does Tamsin know somebody's already made it past the site. This is actually getting a little bit crazy here. Flip backs off just as they cross mid. He is going to have a perfect flank on his Zantares. Except the Zantares, god that he is, sees it coming. Oh, the spot! Tamsin won't survive. It's 3-on-3 retake on the B site.
Face crack. If they could get him with a grenade, it would be amazing. But yeah, he's going to instantly return that. And now, yeah, no reason. Just back on out. This is not going to work. So, bit of a strange round here. I mean, the fact that they found an MTB bomb site after, I think, Jerry was it, getting the opening kill over at Banana. That's all really, really good. But, I mean, even if that hadn't happened, I'm still very dubious about the way that Big are holding at least the quad side for now. It feels like Forze, by throwing that one smoke to the sort of the forward arch position, are pretty much blinding Big on everything that's happening on that side of the map entirely.
Forze have just clearly got more of a game plan right here, though this is again just them playing off of an opening kill that was kind of gifted to them by Keto. But that's what you need to be doing here if given a chance by Big rather. If you're given the opportunity, you clearly have to take full advantage of it. You cannot let that slip through your fingers. So well done there by Forze, hopping on it. And Big with the tactical timeout. They could squeak a bye if they really wanted to play. If they really wanted to go at it, they could squeak a bye here. Searson's got money in the bank.
Yeah, oh, that is... Yeah.
There we go. They're going to do it, Anders. No fear. Only dreams.
I mean, guess we'll have to judge it on the outcome, right? I feel like this is more like buying this round almost to me feels slightly more like the sort of thing you would want to do if you were really far behind, whereas it's just 3-2.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see. If it works, then, you know, we'll forget all about it, and it'll be fine. Double AWP on CT Inferno doesn't happen that often for a number of reasons. Probably mostly for the retakes.
Yeah.
That can be pretty ugly. Smoke in the middle. Look at this. This time they've got two people pushed a little bit further up towards middle. And again, they don't really have to stay there and fight forever, in my opinion. I think it's just fine to just try and make it costly for forces to try and do these things, you know?
Angle is here for Keto, though. This time he isn't horsing around out in front in the open where he can get punished. Still possible, but it's going to be just a little bit harder. There's the molly to force him off this angle. Doesn't quite go far enough. Yes, it did spread just enough. I thought he had that wallbang there. That was so close.
He had a good grenade before that, though, as well. He's getting back up. Look at how cool this is. They are actually starting to get some more people in. Again, they don't quite have the firepower, but 3 men at the B bomb site can be hard to deal with because you might just not expect it. So you might get a kill on one and push back another, and then you just don't check for the third man who might be hiding out. So a little bit tricky. Flashed in. Also very cool. Oh! Backpedaling and shooting Gary in the face. That looked really cool.
That was brilliant. Tavson is so filthy.
30 seconds now, so they pretty much have to commit to this site now. They have a lot of Molotovs. I don't know if they're going to... They could put one in the back exactly where Keto is, and that would probably nullify that AWP pretty harshly. But no, they're going to go so far in front. There's one in the back. So Keto, yep, forced out. It was a little bit late. Don't think it really matters. Tabson is going to go down. Great grenade usage coming out here from Forze. So that was absolutely instrumental in making this work.
That was all over the place. Missing shots left and right as well. Big. What is going on here? Forze now going to get some real confidence as they are just slamming Big. They realize that Big went for that buy. And there's just a monstrous punish coming through now from Forze. Big should be able to survive with these two guns, and so we're not going to be in the same situation as this round where they're going to have money in the bank to try and make some kind of weird play.
No, not quite.
But, I mean, yeah, I'm surprised. Surprised that it went that smoothly for Forze. And
that was just
Keto right now just missing that shot. It's kind of crucial.
You know, I realize I'm going to start to sound like I'm just changing my mind left and right.
Sure.
But I thought that was very, very cool. I thought Big had the right idea. I don't really mind anything they were doing in that round. But you see how Forze just completely displaced that AWP player in the corner with the Molotovs. And, I mean, that is the power of being in that corner to begin with, is you probably get the first shot for free. And then at the very least, they're like, oh, cool. But he's just running for his life at that point in time. And the rest of them had, what, a pistol and maybe an MP9? I don't know. They didn't have a lot, right? So very, very cool to see that from Forze. So that's a nice... yeah, they look... You said it earlier. They look way more prepared on this map. I definitely agree. Some cool stuff coming out.
Could get... I mean, it's big on the CT side, and it is going to be them just trying to make the plays with these two guns that they saved. Oh, smoke going down. Nicely done. Seriously catches Almazer on the edge of the smoke. Okay. Barely there in time, and this is going to open it up. That focus on Tabson, and they are just getting obliterated. This is an eco round from Big, and Forze just ran right into the blender.
Again, it's almost hard to blame them for... I mean, it does look so silly when this doesn't work out, but rush it. They would have 3 people essentially towards Archway, and what would they have had on the other side? Just pistols, more or less. But one gets sniped with the bomb, and then the other 2 actually take sort of divergent paths over there. So one of them is going to be fighting at Arch, the other one fighting towards A bomb side, and they just lost every fight there.
That was just comedy. They face Arch. It's like they face Arch. That's when Searson peaks, or not Searson. Who else had the kill there? Tizian, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when Tizian peaks, and then Tamsin at Arch is going to peek off of that because then they're worried about it. And it's just one after the other, after the other, after the other. Flit will catch Tizian, so some revenge there for his fallen mate. Nice nade onto Xantares as well, but it's still 2 AKs getting saved on top of that AWP from Searson.
Yeah.
This puts Big in a position to buy next round. Fairly solid buy at that.
Oh yeah, they're going to be in an amazing position here, and there's only 20 seconds, so I don't even think they really want to go for this. I think it's so high risk. You could, if you win this fight clean, if you don't take any casualties here, you just win the round probably. But it is really, really tricky to do that. Oh, he shot right past him. That was so close. Missing another chance, XC Power. And now 6 seconds left. They're going to get the kill here. But Kido has to get 1 shot, and he's going to be done. He tries and goes for it, and that is the round 1. That's very, very clever. Great game sense coming out from Kido. 100% focused in on getting that 1 kill.
I apologize. For whatever reason, I thought the bomb was down when I was talking about next round. Like, as in, like, the bomb was planted, and we were just in a post-plant situation already. Just completely in my own little world there for a second.
That... I mean, it even would have made sense if it had been for them to try and save it afterwards. Because again, I mean, I actually thought that was they had even the opportunity to that B bomb side. They could have sniped him and just gone straight into a 2-on-3 and maybe won it. It was closer than it seemed. But yeah, Big with a lot of money now. Down the middle, Tizian been caught. It's been called out to second mid as well. Flip turning around, somehow not getting the kill. They were flashed. I don't think he was, and it just seemed like he got the message maybe a second late. Oh no.
It's when you're faced with too many targets. You don't know which one it is, you know? Which one do you need to shoot? Which one goes first?
All of them. Kill them all.
Yes, that is usually how you want it to go.
Yeah.
Ooh, nicely done there. Tizian with the wide swing. 2-man advantage for Big in the round. Plenty of nades still.
Just to give it a serious follow-up, though, you are right that it is. I actually think of this as mark as like the mark of like a high-level player is if you have like several targets and you can't really kill all of them, just commit to one of them and get that job done, right? Which is really not that easy to do. I'm sure we've all been there. We were like, that guy's probably already dead. I'm going to continue to spray the next guy, and then like, oh wait, no, he needed a bullet, and then
Or it's just you caught in the middle.
Yeah,
your crosshairs in the middle of 2. It's like, which one do you go for? And that moment's hesitation is all all they need to kill you. So
it's not a good compromise, is it? At that point in
it's
time?
not great.
All right, just spotting it out. Smart play from Kido. Again, he's probably looking at the clock, saying 30 seconds. If I go down, it's a 2-on-2 at the A bomb site, and maybe they can win it in 30 seconds. If I stay alive, yeah, what are they going to do? They basically have to win one of these fights here towards the A side immediately, and then just try and get the bomb down before anyone else shows up. And then it won't be easy, but apparently FaceCrack is just the man for the job. He made that look so swift. I don't even know how they were lined up for it now. It does walk into the spray from Kido, but that was the only place that FaceCrack could have jumped to spray them both down like that. And I'm just going to say it's so unlikely.
Well, there's the spot. It's a 1v2. Man advantage against an AWP. If they move together here big, it's going to be very hard indeed for Almazer to pull this clutch off. Molly goes down as well, forces him into the open. Yeah, that's just textbook stuff coming in from Big. So well played on both of their sides.
I'm really growing on Kido as a player right now. I don't think he's going to be out fragging Xantares and Tamsin long term, but he's actually making a bunch of good decisions.
He's solid. I mean, it feels like everybody's just solid on Big. I mean, look at this. As mentioned by was it Maui coming into this? How on the CT side, it's just there's no weak link on Big to exploit on the CT side. And if you do happen to just barely find an edge, Big just switch it up.
Yeah.
And you're left with nothing. With nothing. So unfortunate here for Forze, but they're going to call the TAC timeout. They're just deciding enough is enough. We need to slow things down a little bit here. And so we will get that half buy coming out of Forze in the hopes that they will be able to get another bomb plant and have a full buy in the next round.
Yeah, and I mean, Big don't really have like much of a bank. They've won the last 2 rounds, but they've been really close. So they need to keep going. They need to really start to build up like a lot of money there on the CT side, I think, before they start to feel a bit more secure. 3 Tech 9s, 2 Deagles. We do love a good Tech 9 rush. We don't see them anymore.
I mean, this is where you can have one of those pocket strats that you just hold on to for situations like this. You know? Look at all the nades that they're getting. So they're almost going to play this out. They should almost just play this out at like a regular round, right?
Crouch from T-spawn all the way to B. Never stop crouching.
You remember that? What was that? Wasn't that Nip? Nip with dualies?
Listen,
Crouched all the way up banana?
Yeah, that did happen once, but I'm thinking more matchmaking. Listen, I have a 100% success rate with that strategy. It's never failed. just calling it out there. Just saying, guys.
Just throwing it out there, Cash.
Try it. You'll see.
Oh, that was HE's to open things up. Looked like it was going to be a bit of action, but Big, instead of going aggro mid into second, they kind of hung back, and well, Forze left with no early targets. Still, 4 players rotated over to the A site for Big. They are ready to rumble.
Yeah, and now it's much more reasonable to try and play a bit further back. Again, getting some information is good, but you can give up top mid control much more easily when you've got 4 people on the A-bomb site. tabseN goes down, so now they're actually a little bit bottled in here. Good shot from Xantares, but there is already a T player down in pit. That's FaceCrack, ready to stand up with the Tech 9 if he's going to get the right timing for it. Oh, this is so awkward. Tizzy doesn't realize it, but yeah, he's going to get a double spray down, so I guess it doesn't even matter. But I was going to say, if somehow FaceCrack stood up and took down Xantares, Tizzy would have suddenly been sandwiched in. Didn't work out that way. I don't know what FaceCrack is doing any longer. How long is he going to be playing hide and seek down here? He's got the bomb. He's got 30 seconds. I feel like the timing window for this to work out has come and gone.
Is he waiting for them to rotate off? What is this meme?
They're going to be so upset because they did shoot through the wall to check for him. They're going to be like, why was he there the whole time?
He just sat there for 30 seconds and just waited.
Yeah.
And he still gets a kill, though. That's the crazy thing. He still gets a kill in that.
Yeah, but yeah, I guess hindsight is always going to be 20/20, but the time to get that kill was right before Tizzy picked up the double. And even at that point, he had been sitting there for a while. Hard to know what the call would have been. It looked like it wasn't even just, like, it could have very well been the rest of them calling it in, saying, just wait, we've got more grenades coming or something like that. And then Tizzy takes them out. We'll never find out. 10th round is coming up. The scoreline is 5-4. It's Big winning the last 3 in a row. It's been to time, it's been to defuse, it's been kills like this round. So they're just doing it all. But again, that was not a completely cost-free round for them either.
By no means. Definitely going to be tapping into the bank there, Big. A lot of patience getting shown here as the countdown is about to be done, and we're going to get into the action. Oh, okay. So I thought there was going to be a bit more of a buy than this one. Unfortunately for Forze, it looks like last round kind of ruined their hopes, and so it is going to be a bit more straightforward here. HE to top mid, creating a little bit of smoke, a little bit of a diversion. And Searson going to miss the shot.
Yeah, not worth going back for more either when you hear the deal. You know, what could maybe get a headshot with the AWP, but probably going to be in trouble if you stick around. And they're back to the 4-1. Oh, sorry, they're not. They're just doubled up over at Banana. Looking at the minimap, I thought they had disappeared one of their players over at the A-bomb side. But regardless, it's not looking too bad here. Ooh, bit of a shot. He just got past Almeza. That's some really weird timing. Yeah, Searson's going to be upset when he looks at the demo, thinking, I was just looking there. Running around the corner. Oh, that is a mind-blowing shot. Tizzy now going down, Xantares in the pit, and he's going to get traded. That's Almeza just winning this round on his own, more or less. 2-on-3. Big could go for it, but do you really want to throw away these rifles? Again, they don't have that much money.
I think because it happened so early, and they're just here, the bomb only just got planted, and so you could potentially get in here and find these kills. Unfortunately for him, that's not Almeza that goes down. Exit Power is going to survive with 11 HP in the pit, and that makes this so insanely difficult now for Big. Nicely shot. Nicely done, though, to open things up. Information is all here for tabseN, though. He knows the last man is playing from pit. Exit Power has got no HP left either. Bomb planted in the back corner. tabseN has got a kit, and he realizes this. He's going to have to spot this. He's going to have to be quick. There it is. The shot is in, but he's not going to have the time for the defuse. He's just trying to save an AWP, and I don't even think he's going to manage that. Goodbye, tabseN.
I think he might.
No! What?
It's so deceiving, isn't it? Because it's planted that far away.
This is where we need the, you know, in those moments when the bomb is about to go off, that circle or something over the minimap that shows you just how far the radius is for kill.
Yeah. We've got it. We'll figure it out. We'll get there in terms of technology. Don't worry. 5-5, 11th round. That is a round that Forze should have really never won. That just, it spiraled so quickly. It was the unlikely timing into the unlikely AWP kill. It just all went horribly wrong. Tizian going down here, the one AWP that they have. Forze now picking it up, and I don't know, man. That round has thrown this whole first half completely out of whack. Should have been 6-4 in favor of Big right now, and then who knows what could have happened there on out.
Yeah, instead it's Forze just refusing to say die on their T side. This is their map pick as well, and so for Forze, it's all about just fighting, so showing us some grit here. Big, after Dust 2, that performance there where they're starting to horse around, they're starting to have fun. And at the beginning of this, felt like at the beginning of Inferno as well, they're starting to kind of hit their stride, starting to feel it. Not so. Forze are definitely showing Big that they will need to be taken seriously on Inferno if Big want to end this 2-0.
Tabs him with some uncanny timing there. He definitely had the perfect idea. Could have definitely lined up that shot. Smoke goes down, and for Forze, it's really mostly, I think, a question of, is there going to be another smoke or a B? If there is, then going A is the better choice. Of course, we can tell there's a full gamble from Big. They've got everyone here. Santera's waiting a minute, and maybe a little bit too long. Does get the kill eventually, but it looks like it's not going to be quite enough here. 28 seconds, and they will find Keto in the corner. So, another round for Forze, 6-5, and even now Big don't have a tremendous amount of money. What a weird first half this is now. That one round again, that did everything for them.
This is all sorts of weird, Anders. Now, I mean, you're going to be light on nades if you're Big. Tapson should be able to squeak. Okay, he doesn't go for the flash. Interesting. I was expecting double flash smoke. Instead, it's going to be an HE. And I guess that's because he's going to Banana to bolster over here, so he's going to be having that that HE, yep, over the top, hoping to get a punish in. Unfortunately, nothing is gained. Face crack took a little bit of damage early, but I think that wasn't from Tapson. What's the setup?
Waiting patiently. I mean, there's not a flashbang or anything from Keto, so I'm kind of wondering about that too. Yeah, he could throw a smoke or a Molotov or something, but he couldn't do anything to actually save or help Tapson in any way. So I have some doubts about this myself. Again, quite heavy rotation towards the B bomb site, which I wouldn't say this is a sign of a very confident Big right now. This is more sort of like we've got to do this in order to try and keep things alive. Tizian goes down over at the other side, though. It also looks like Santera's could be shot in the back in a couple of seconds, but they're pushing into the meantime. Keto all the way in the back. Forze in position. If they can win this fight, then none of it will matter, but they're going to just run in and absolutely overwhelm that bomb site. And Flit just heard that, so he knows Santera's still looking, but yeah, I think these rotations from Big, it's hard reading them as positive news.
Big clearly not as comfortable on this map as they are on Dust 2. It's or Forze. It's the other thing is that there's going to be a lot of tape from Big, you know, so Forze may be able to just get more prepared and have an edge going into this match against Big, where Big are going to be the ones who are having to constantly change up and get out of their comfort zones, trying to adapt.
They're just not. I mean, they weren't playing super aggressive necessarily either on Dust 2. They were some of the time down middle when it was kind of, but they were just having such a good time as well. I would have thought they would have tried to do it a bit more here. They have been down the middle maybe a couple of times, just rushing down, but mostly in rounds where they've had the weapon advantage. I mean, Forze are playing a much better game, so a lot of credit to them for picking it up between map 1 and 2. That's nice to see. Still 7-5. It's way too soon to really call anything. 4 HE grenades. 3 of them, I think, maybe heading over towards long, or towards Banana. We'll see if they can do some damage here with them. Yeah. Jerry taking a bit. Not, I think, what you're looking for really at the end of it.
Not quite. The flash is over. There it is. And getting tased.
Follow-up grenade is pretty good. I mean, it does some damage to Exit Power and Almeza. Tapson just has the USP, unfortunately, so... And he's sat here with a knife.
Man, what's he really going to be able to do here?
God knows why.
Ninja defuse.
It's been a long time since we've seen one.
Teams are just too good at keeping somebody on the bomb, right? Nobody really overlooks that now.
You say that, but they have another HE. Hold on. Timing. It's going to be a bit too early. It's a nice idea. The sprays through those Interrotechs to get the kill. Kind of want tabseN to start to move forward now. I feel like he could maybe do something. Yeah, he's going to start to make it around the corner. I don't know what he was doing earlier either, really, but they're going to be up there, waiting for it. 40 seconds left. That bomb, oh, picking up he didn't see it. I thought maybe he would have seen the gun barrel, and now he definitely has. SkullNerd going to be taking him down, tabseN with the kill on Almeza, and just like that, it absolutely falls out of Forze's hands. What a devastating round to lose.
Anders, I don't even know anymore. What is going on? None of this makes sense.
I don't know. I mean, that in some sense, that's almost big, taking back the round they lost from earlier, sort of saying, well, you know, this is amazing. Huge fan of this.
Oh. And now you gotta do it super duper duper slow, huh?
I love that sound. It is the best sound.
Thank you guys. I appreciate it.
Yeah, brings me great joy. 14th round.
That is peak CSGO though, just saying.
It's amazing.
It's like what, 200 for a Zeus right now?
I can't even remember.
200 to 300.
Not gonna lie.
I've never bought one, so
I don't actually buy it myself. I just encourage other people to do it.
Exactly.
Again, very far back on this A side. So I won't mention it again.
Okay.
I'll bring it up as a thing for the analysts to talk. Maybe I'm out of my mind, but I feel like it's a weakness that Forze have exploited many times and look like they're, you know, gonna try and exploit again. SkullNerd though will actually be forward enough to get the kill there, so that's fine. Just taking a bit of a peek and picking one up. He's gonna keep pushing. Could have definitely had a second one. He's gonna go. Oh my god, this is mega aggressive. I take it all back. Forget I said anything. SkullNerd, the hero at least of this 14th round. Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do here. Just to say that there is, you know, there is some middle ground between SkullNerd pushing up alone with an AWP and falling all the way back in A.
Mm-hmm.
So, don't have to go that deep. I appreciate it if it works out, but just to say, you know, even just take a peek every once in a while. Flashed in, take a look, flit. Getting a couple of kills here, which, I don't know, a little bit annoying, but it is a 15th round that we're going into, so they'll probably be fine on the big side.
They will have the Skrilla.
Oh, Forze, though, will not. That is upsetting. So could be 8 to 7, which I think, I mean, from both sides, that's a pretty open game.
It's about as even, I mean, as even as it gets at the end of the first half, for sure. So, going into it now. Maybe some more cut loose and quick kind of play coming in here from Forze. We're seeing that second mid approach again into apartments. Seems like this might be one of the strategies that they favor when it is, you know, pistols Kevlar. And that's the exact same kind of thing that we saw earlier as well.
Oh,
HE in a second mid.
They're going to blow up SkullNerd if they go right now. What could he do here? Yeah, he's even got a smoke out. He does actually get a kill. Job well done, SkullNerd. That's not so easy. Molotov comes out, but yeah, this is a full-on push. They're not going to slow it down. And yeah, this works once again.
Yeah, that's just so tough for SkullNerd. Footsteps are just not going to happen fast enough there. Nicely timed. Almeza through the smoke takes tabseN. Keto now in a 1v4. I mean, this would really be just the craziest thing. You gotta try for it though. You gotta try for it.
You might as well, right? He's got the AK picked up. Definitely the weapon for the job. Coming out of the smoke, and they're just all over him right away. 8-7 in favor of Forze. Big, I mean, I feel like falling to many of the same kind of pushes over at that quad and pit side of A. I'm definitely going to look forward to hearing what the analysts have to say. I mean, not quite yet, because we do have another half coming up in this map. It's going to be after the break, though, so stay tuned, and we'll be right back. All right, welcome ladies and gentlemen. Second half, second map. It is right down the middle. 8-7 in favor of Forze, although I'm pretty sure that this could have been something like 10-5 in favor of Big, maybe even more than that if you start to mess with the economy in that way. They really gave away some strange rounds. They also took one of them back, but I don't know. I have very mixed feelings about this first half for a number of different reasons. From Forze's point of view, it is a step in the right direction towards that third map, which we're still looking for, would be on Mirage as well. But right now, just going to have to try and win this pistol round first of all. Bit of a fight here. Oh, Flit, yeah. You don't want to be running out of bullets, and he's missing all the shots. Eventually gets taken down now inside of the bomb site. Exit power. We are going to need to see a lot of headshots just consecutively, and he'll get exactly none of them.
Well, technically he got one.
True, but I guess I didn't specify. You're right. Fair play. It wasn't in the contract, was it?
Oh, taking a little bit of time there, Tizian, but he survives. That's the important bit. Bombs are ticking, and it is on Almazer and FaceCrack to retake a heavily defended A site. But if they start hitting headshots like this, it's going to get interesting. Never mind. Searson and Xantares. Well, everybody gets headshots, actually, Anders. That's the thing. You were calling for headshots, and you got headshots. Everybody got headshots, except that Big ended up winning the round. So 8-8, tied up. Big take the pistol. And now on the T side, they are the ones who get to set the pace and set the terms. And if it's going to be contact stuff like this, where they wait, see, all right, who's going to face us, cool, you're dead, and then just play off of that, we may be in for a quick second half here.
Yeah, that worked out very well. It was a very similar kind of approach to the one that Forze were taking for a lot of the first half. Just once you get up that close, it can be hard to call in any backup in time, really. They do have 3 smokes on the Forze side. If Big are aggressive early on in a round like this, it'll force those smokes out, and they won't have the impact that Forze are really hoping for. And Tizian just already going for it. I really like this.
They have just completely wrapped, and there is still a man. Yep. There you go. You're going to find Flit at least. And Exit Power with that scout takes down Searson. We're down to 3 players remaining here for Big, but they are all alive on the A site. And so the Triangle of Doom can get put together here, and it'll be very difficult now, or should be, for Forze to pierce the flashes in. They were ready for it.
Yeah. That Molotov, though, is huge. That's going to buy so much time off the clock. And again, so doing a little bit more. Tizian getting a kill. Currently no kit picked up on the CT side. I don't know if there's one on the ground, but that in itself will be a little bit of a problem here. Maybe Keto goes down. They just retake it so quickly. I can't even believe it. I thought Big, even in that 3-on-4, I didn't think that was going to be any problem at all. Really, really strange turn of events, and they're going to have it in the last second as well. Force pick up the round. I don't know.
Let's see this again here. Well, this is the opening shot from Exit Power. Now that flash was completely ineffective. Interestingly enough. Yeah, there were 2 guys there, but they were not blind.
Yeah, they were essentially playing anti-flash already. They were just all looking halfway into the wall. So,
okay then. Well, it is going to be a Force spy.
I mean, you actually saw at the end. It was what, less than half a second away from blowing up. So all they needed, like, you know, they just needed to stay alive. Like, you know, if combined each of them live for, like, you know, 200 milliseconds more, they win the round. So I don't know. That was,
it's the finest of margins.
Yeah.
An imperfect smoke. Although we will get a follow up. There was a chance there for Jerry to kill Jerry, but not meant to be.
Tizian's made it right around the corner, but he's not running into a scout this time. An AWP instead. So that AK will get picked up, but he was obviously on a mission to try and surprise someone there with that weapon.
Okay. Yeah, they're just getting picked apart here. Big, this is not pretty. If your whole idea is to just, you know, shift walk all the way around, it's going to be tough, but Xantares finally is going to decide to join the action. 1v4, going to get shot in the side of the head. Oh, what a nice detail. That was so cool. Get wrecked.
Now just get this kill and get the bomb down. I mean, not a huge chance that he could do this with the health that's left. He's going to go back, look for it, Jerry, right there. Oh, he's going to hit the headshot. All right, but Xantares tuned in, and he made that really expensive, and yeah, he went looking for the AWP, and it was not there. 10-8 though. Force up 6 rounds away. Big not able to bind this upcoming round.
It had all the makings though. If he hits that headshot, man, he could have been the 1v5. That would have been so sick.
Yeah,
but this is great. Xantares just getting wrecked.
That was very cool, wasn't it? Good movement, good thinking.
Yeah, and then, you know, it's just going to be Forze continuing here to extend that lead. This is going to be an eco round coming in here from Big. Everybody gathered up, everybody grouped. What is the play?
Build a giant tower.
Okay.
No, you cannot do that.
Wait a second. All right, so we're getting it. Yeah. No, we're live.
Yeah.
They're trying to make a pyramid.
The problem is you can't jump when you're up on someone else, like when you've done the double boost, right? The people further up cannot jump.
They're so close to getting the triple.
Now, all of the fun has been ruined.
Yeah, why did they have to go and do that for? So you could have just admired them at least for a second there, trying to figure it out.
Yeah. I kind of like Forze going and find them and saying, you know what, you're not just going to be spending time here talking and relaxing. We're going to make you pay for this.
Some levity, though, Anders, right? It's good for the morale on Big side.
Right up until this moment.
You nearly got the ace.
11-8, 20th round. Big, presumably done building towers in T-spawn. See how they do now. They have that AWP. They have a lot of grenades. They have a lot of Molotovs, which are usually great fun for any kind of a B execute. But even if you want to do that B execute, you should do what Xantares is doing right here. You should still try and clear out some part of this A side, or you're not going to have the the map space you'd want here. Xantares, oh, the timing, it's so unreasonable. He finally does get the kill, but it looked like he could have had that many times over. And that will force Face Crack, who's holding the arch now, to push back. He was there with him sort of close by anyway.
It's so weird watching Xantares play, though, because every shot that he hits, it just feels so confident. And then you look at his kills, and he's only got 12 kills. He's not even top fragging on his team. But every shot he gets just feels so confident. So it's very weird watching him play.
Oh, nice shot there. Tizian jumping down, and he's just barely going to lose the fight. Nice flashbang down to the bottom of Banana to pick up those 2 kills. I mean, that was actually very creative from Forze. That is cool to see, and it's sort of a kind of aggression we didn't really see out of Big when they were on the CT side, but saying, all right, you're taking down, you know, that kill from Xantares, and our response is this. And it worked so well. Can't believe Face Crack actually tracked that. All right, 4-round gap. No bomb plant in this round, or the last one, or the last one. Only 1 out of 4 rounds here that, well, Forze have won the last 4, but only 1 of them have been defuses. So Big are missing out on some cash here. It's sort of annoying.
Ooh, Tech9! There we go. There's the train. Flit from the site, though. Going to pick it up, and he is going to survive. And now life gets very difficult indeed for Big. They need to swarm him fast, and he gets a little bit greedy with that HE. Just a little greed.
And surprisingly, his teammates were all over on Banana. I mean, they hit that A-bomb site while they're still having a 3-man stack over there, which normally you only do for like a while, and then you draw it back as soon as you feel like it's not happening. They've picked up that AWP. They've got the M4 and a MAC-10. No grenades on the T side and plenty on the CT side. So this position here, Kido, I mean, he may get a shot, but he's definitely going to get grenaded out of this at some point. Yeah, already the Molotov's coming in. He's going to be done with. Jerry with the next kill, taking down Tapson, leaving Sirson alone with a MAC-10 in a 1-1-2. And this time they have defuse kits. And I don't know how. He's going to have to swing so far in to try and do this. He's sneaking closer, running in. He's going to get the one straight onto Jerry. Oh, and that is enough. What a play for Sirson.
Saves the op, and he's 1 HP!
Unreal.
Survives with 1 health. Unreal round there for Big.
That is, I mean, yeah, what a cool round. So much going on there. I think Flit at this point must have been thinking when he gets that, he'll think, all right, fine, he's bought himself some time, but they were so far away. And this is really smart play.
I can't believe he survives that, though. Like
so
1
close.
health. Unreal.
All right, 12-9. I mean, if they can win this next round, they're going to completely bankrupt Forze. And then, I mean, then we have a game back again. It feels like Forze have been slowly walking away with this game. But don't need a lot here. Flit's going to get caught by surprise, and Smoke will again, I mean, if nothing else, force face Crackback. It's a very similar kind of scenario. I think it was Centaurus getting this kill last time, but Tizian is on it, and that should give them some control.
Should, Anders. Now let's see if it actually pans out. 3 alive on A right now for Forza. And this is very slow and steady stuff coming in from Big, just holding angles. It looks like something was...
Gamble.
There was a tell, and we're seeing that rotation towards A. The only thing is that Forza are gambling hard. This is going to be so difficult for Big.
I think they're, first of all, exit power is on 3 health, so they're already saying, why leave him alone at B, which I kind of understand. If you go 4 on A, you either win or you save the rifles. I just think, I'm not even sure that they've seen anything Forza. I think they're just saying, whatever. We might as well. And I can't even really argue against it, especially not now that they might actually get the round. Exit power ready and waiting, and that 3 health will mean nothing at all when you've got this weapon, especially in this position. 25 seconds. Tizian, important kill, jumping to see if there's anyone there. Molotov might keep him a little bit out. Oh, it just spreads enough. Face crack, though, and that should be it. No chance for Keto. He is too far away. So the gamble works out, and that is, that's everything they needed. They steal around right back. It's going to be 13 for Forza.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost like the party favor at the end. He just manages to squeak out with that AWP. But that definitely just could not have been worse for Big. What a call from Forza, and I think you read it perfectly there, Anders, getting that low player over and just going for the hard gamble. Seems like information. There was just enough to make that, and, well, what an impeccable play. Big, and that's the thing when you're running that clock down so low. Once you're committed, you've got no room for maneuvering. You're already in too deep, and you just have to try and barrel through, and, well, it's just not going to happen at that point.
Yeah, I mean... we see those calls made fairly often when they're just sort of, you know, like there's not much of a downside to doing it other than obviously losing the round if you're wrong. But once you save all the guns, you're all right with it, especially when you have the lead that Forza have. Even at 12-9, you know, you think, well, that's okay. But, yeah, they walked right into, and they walked into the AWP first as well, so it was just a straight loss, and then you know you're in trouble. Oop. Smoke, Molotov to follow. No push behind it, but it is going to slowly force them forward here a little bit. Holmes is going to get traded. Jerry in a lot of trouble here. MP9, a kill right now would be a miracle for him. They're all over. He's going to get tabs in. He gets another one. Jerry doing so much work. That's unbelievable. That's almost a round 1. I thought they were going to take him down. It would have been a 2-on-4 with the bomb down. But Jerry just made it at least conceivable that they could pick this one up. Searson, he's going to see Flit. And Flit was not even thinking about the idea that he would have pushed up. So now face crack. 1 versus 2. And Big cannot afford to let this round go. This is a little bit of a gift for them. Searson's going to go down. Centaurus now out in the open. Oh, he did tag him in the face, but it doesn't even matter. Face crack running around, finding the AWP, and I mean, I don't think Big are going to recover from this. That round they have to win.
When you hit the headshot and it's not enough. You know, that's just peak frustration there. One round after another going Forza's way, and then they get the tactical timeout called on them as well. Big are just getting left to wonder what could have been. If only a couple of these close rounds go their way, we're looking at a completely different picture. Like you said, Anders, we could have had a 10-5 scoreline at the end of the first half, and instead it wound up being 8-7. And, well, I mean, Big just aren't picking up rounds. They've picked up 2 rounds, including the pistol, in this second half so far. This has been nothing but Forza just dominating outright.
Yeah, I mean, I guess what you could say is when it keeps being really close, and in all of those close scenarios, more or less, maybe besides the 1 or 2, it goes Forza's way. Eventually you start to say, well, maybe it's not just coincidence or bad luck on Big's side. Maybe Forza just are a little bit more prepared and Big aren't feeling this map quite as much. But there really have been a ridiculous amount of close rounds that have just tipped the way of Forza. This one, I mean, the last one as well with the gamble stack. I mean, there's been definitely a couple of them. Random shot coming out, but not really connecting. Keto unable to follow that up with anything. So just going to be falling back, and they'll start to pull face crack back as well to a 3-man defense over at the A side.
Yeah, bomb is still floating around Banana, but this is a 1.5 minutes, plenty of time. And you'll see the change of positioning here as Keto decides to back off. Could still just commit to the B and get in here. You've got nade superiority on Big right now. And you still have, what, 2 smokes. 1 for coils, 1 for CT. Get it done.
Yeah, and with the position that AWP is in right now, all you need is, again, if one Molotov is going to land out there, or even just a good flashbang or something, you're in trouble. They actually put that smoke down towards the site itself, which is not that bad. Tabson will still go down, and they haven't actually pushed through. They're really, really slowed down behind this. I thought they would go quick, but instead they tried to wrap around construction, which is also doable, but they just didn't find anyone there, so it's a little bit risky at that point in time. Missing the shot, and that may be the chance for a bomb plant here. Good shot for Keto. I can't believe this round is suddenly working out in favor of Big. They pick up a 10th round. I'm so confused. It's so hard to analyze this because, again, the smoke down in front of the site is a cool idea, and it's really awesome, but the wraparound through construction is only good if you're finding someone there. And all they did was lose players on the way, and somehow they still found a way to make their way through.
It's
really odd.
Do we still call that the Pronax wall? I mean, it feels like that's like the Fnatic smokes, right?
Yeah, but no one knows what that is anymore. What is it? Come from something new?
Those were...
It's too late now.
Yeah, nah, I mean, or it just lives on forever, right?
I think it's...
The man with the incredible grin.
That picture is still out there for sure.
Oh, yeah. But I remember our reaction the first time we saw that. We were just like, what is going on?
Yeah, they used to use that to actually just plant directly inside of the smoke, which is really hard to do these days. Let's see. A lot of people here at the Arch. 3 people. Are they going to go for more than just the boost here? A little bit of a double. Ooh! And a headshot. Let's see. Certainly will be confusing if you turn that corner and you run into a wall of people. Would that kill
Well,
them?
Anders, this is a golden opportunity here for Big. Even being down a man, I mean...
They've had very many of them.
That's true. They have. True enough. But now, I mean, you've got the force bind. Oh, and the trap. That is so clever.
He really wants the AK. He's going to have it as well. 3 versus 5. And AK long range nearly works out. Keto very low on health. Face crack inside. 40 seconds. And they're going to bring everyone. Yeah, the backup is coming really quickly. Nice little fake with the bomb just to try and force someone out. And that actually brought it right back to an even kill. 3 on 3 now. A little bit of a missed shot, but no kits and no grenades on the CT side. Big should be winning this round. And it looks like already Forze are saying, yeah, you know what, these rifles are worth, you know, maybe more than trying to win the round. And then I'm maybe not wrong, because they do have a bit of a lead, right? 14-11, you're like, okay, but if we can get some more guns on the board, maybe that's a better option.
Absolutely, because they still have Kevlar as well.
Yeah.
I mean, this was a force spike coming in from Forza. So, I mean, next round isn't going to be fantastic, but at least you have an AK. And if you can get scrimmy again, you can start pulling off some of these weird stacks that we just saw, you know, that were pretty effective. You could have a chance to get yourself on map point here and extend this all the way into Mirage. Mirage would be the third and final map of this series if necessary. But it's 14-11 for now. Big.
I mean, it feels like Mirage is meant to be. It's hard to see how. Yeah, I mean, how could they not, you know, pick up these next rounds? Again, I just want to remind you, they have won 3 out of the last 5 rounds, but those 2 rounds that they lost, they should have also won. So it, straight up, this should be something like, you know, 13 to 12 or something, favoring Big.
Yes, yes.
It's what a strange game this is.
It's just the way it goes sometimes. And, you know, for Forza right now, I mean, they're showing some grit. They're not rolling over.
Dear.
It looked like Big were just going to keep beating up on them, and then no, not meant to be. Forza are the ones who right now are actually in a fairly interesting spot.
That AK on Flit inside of the bomb site, it's asking a lot. They're gonna have he's gonna have to get multiple kills and stay alive and all the rest of it. Nice start here. No head armor either on him, so that Mac 10 even could have been dangerous now. Backup is coming in for the library. Pretty good flashbang set up by Tabson. Extra power goes down, and yeah, they needed to continue that fight, because again, the backup is only just now there. Molotov in and towards face crack, and he'll burn alive, leaving Jerry alone. 1 versus 2. It's a lot of damage this round, regardless for Forza onto Big. I mean, they made that very, very expensive. But it's still going to be 14-12. Now they can buy once again on the CT side, though. I did love that run-in with the Mac 10. Like, regardless, just getting that deep in is pretty cool.
Very much a YOLO sort of scenario. But Tizian has been doing a good job of getting follow-up kills like that. One there, and he nearly got the spray transfer, too. That was filthy. 12 to 14, Big in the process of running it back here on Forze. Forze just hoping to be able to get this one round that'll put them up onto map point, but even then, given how well Big are playing right now, it's not guaranteed that we don't see overtime if they get to 15. So this is all on Big, and this is a must-win round. Forze, if they lose this, they are going to be very hard-pressed. It's going to put them in a half-buy kind of situation in the next one. And Big just content to sit and wait. Just waiting for any kind of weird nades to come out. And that's been, what, like 30 seconds of just waiting right now from Big.
Yeah, and it's paying off in the sense that all they have is a smoke and a flashbang left on the Force's side. So they're not going to be, it's going to be hard to rely on that. Almeza's got the last one here at about 50 seconds, and he's going to be slowly falling back now. He still hasn't used it, so pretty good restraint on him. I mean, even one smoke can win you the round, right? If you just find the right timing. He's finally put it down. In the meantime, though, Power taking down Tabson. Out of grenades now on the Force's side, but they are a man up, so I don't know. Clearing this out. Tizian, again, making a little bit more noise. They could switch this into sort of a B attack if they feel like it Big. Although Power is back over at Arch. Great information. This is the sort of info that Big didn't have a lot of. Tizian is just going to run this in as a suicide mission, but again, Power is checking middle and saying, well, there's no one here, and now they're hearing the footsteps over at the B bomb site. Great opening, though, leaving Almeza alone in that back orange corner. He's going to come out, but what a spray! That is amazing. 3 on 3, a round that was not looking easy for Big, and still might not be.
Yeah, can't get ahead of ourselves here. That smoke is going to go down fresh, blocking off CT, hopefully forcing Forze through construction, and exactly where Searson already has the angle.
Yeah, but they don't have a Molotov, and they have a Molotov, but there's no smoke or kit on the other side, so if somehow Santaris can stay alive here and throw that onto the bomb, it's probably over nearly already. Searson turning around, and Santaris is back here. He's got to get that first kill on Face Crack. There it is. Surely the grenade. No, they're coming for him one at a time, and it's going to be the kill for Power. Yeah, straight on. No, they have to run anyway. Oh, God. He didn't even need the Molotov.
No kit, Anders.
What
no
a shock.
kit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's unreal. And so lucky as well, considering Searson's positioning there. I thought that was going to get him a kill for sure, but Power decided to fall back and play the 3 of them through CT instead.
But this here from Keto is
monster entries. Not easy to do.
I really thought the round was kind of more or less already done.
Man, are we really going to see this? Is this actually going to happen? I mean, now you see, okay, so you have that AWP and that AK that survived the round, fantastic, but otherwise you're just going to have Deagles and 5-7 and a 5-7. Big, fully bought up, but this is it.
Oh, about them. Power, grenades raining through. Again, it's Keto. He's so aggressive, and it's been working really quite a lot. He's going to finally go down, but, I mean, still, it's so cool to see him just take up that charge. Now, can they do anything over at the A side while that is going on? Jumping through, Almeza probably should have had... Oh, what a save! Searson absolutely saving Tabson's life there. Face Crack, it's a beautiful headshot, and I can't believe he got one to the hay card as well! Ridiculous! Now it's a 2-on-2. And again, the power probably is with Big. Similar position here. There's no defuse kit, there are no grenades on the CT side. Molotov is going to go down, and yeah, that'll block off Power for a very long time. Yeah. Time to pack it up. 14-14. And you have, that was, I mean, Keto, even if he got no kills, they were so quick to react Big on the A side. Really, really well done.
Yeah, backing off and saving the AWP. Oh, man, it's so unfortunate for Face Crack there. I mean, you still got 2, but you really were hoping that these would make all the difference, and it didn't quite manage it. 14-14, tied up. We're going the distance, 30 rounds. That's what it's all about here. And this was just, again, now we're starting to see Big just try to make those power plays, right? That's enough horsing around. It's time to get in here and just get the job done. End it in 2 maps instead of taking this to Mirage, where things can get real spicy. And unclear for Big. Big still the very clear favorites in this match, despite Forze really getting close here. But this is it. This is the winning situation for Big. They're the team with the experience. They're the team with the know-how, the confidence that they should be winning in a 14-14 scenario like this.
Yeah, the problem is, I mean, the round loss bonus is now kicked up so far that Forze is at least going to be well equipped. So the last couple of rounds here could be a little bit more tricky for sure. Good counter grenades coming out there from Forze. I guess they actually want to fight it being flashed from inside of the bomb site. FaceCrack has another one primed, but it's going to be too late. He did have one, but just never threw it. And his two teammates, they could have really used that. Now it's up to him alone with the M4, and he's going to get taken right down. Pack up what you have in these. Wow. I mean, the AWP and the M4 there, I don't even know. 2 versus 3. It's maybe they have the money to straight go for it. Maybe they do want to try it, but it is risky.
It's so risky. Because if you lose these guns, I mean, your bye next round is just going to be a sad, sad story, isn't it? So instead, you can play for overtime, and it's looking like that's what's going to happen. Exapower isn't even close to the B site.
Yeah.
Flit's backing off, and man, the full-on confidence coming in from Big there with that double spray, and then to get the follow-up, FaceCrack is just going to be haunted by that.
Yeah, if you get one kill, that would have made a difference. But again, if you'd thrown the flashbang there for his teammates, there's no way to know the timing. I'm not really blaming him, but that definitely was a huge, huge double takedown there over at Banana. 15-14, Big winning now a 6th round in a row. And Forze, one more chance to stop this disaster that's unfolding in front of them. Forze were really in control of this game.
It was looking good. As you can see, a whole lot of blue there at the beginning of the second half. Big were clearly struggling to get rounds together. A couple of very close calls as well, though, that went Forze's way. So there was, you know, the fates that were helping Forze out. But now this is all just Big setting it up. A much better buy because they managed to save those 2 guns. A much better buy for Forze than I thought they would be capable of. This is nearly a full buy. This is fantastic for them.
Similar setup for them, though. 3 over at the B bomb side. They're not really fighting Banana at the moment. Looks like they're going to be flashed into, or actually Molotov'd in to try and take a look. So yeah, they're going to check Banana and not really see anyone yet. It looks like Big might just want to set up while there's still 2 people on the A bomb side. They might have found an incredible timing window here. If this actually works, they've really outplayed Forze in this final round. Flit falling a little bit further back. Now there is backup coming in. They started to pull FaceCrack back, but might not be in time. Flit is down. They actually found the window Big. This is so huge. Exapower going down. Molotov towards the library to cut back FaceCrack. Everything about this is pitch perfect right now for Big. If you're going to win this map like this, it's beautiful to do it this way. Block off Banana control. Don't let them see what's coming. Let them keep 3 people there, and then just go for the A hit when there's only 2 defenders. Absolutely amazing. FaceCrack, the last one left, and he's going to be in a 1 versus 3 now. Turned around, but it's not going to matter. 16-14. Big complete the streak here, winning 7 rounds in a row to close out the series in a 2-0 fashion. I'm super impressed by that last round. It's a very, very messy game on Inferno besides that, but that was well done.
You can see, yeah, a little bit of